The Constitution of India, Preamble. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic, and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution.
Hello my dear children, how are you all? I hope you all are doing good and safe at home. In the last video we discussed fractions, right? Fraction means a part of a whole which is divided into equal parts. We also learned how to place fractions on a number line or a number track. In today's class, let's learn how to use fraction to represent a part of a collection. Look at these packets of chips, children. What is the total number of packets? Yes, there are 7 packets, right? How many of these packets are yellow? Yes, we can see 5 packets out of 7 are yellow. So, we can write 5 by 7 as fraction. Okay. Next, see here. How many of these packets are purple? Yes, 2 out of 7 of these packets are purple. We can write the fraction as 2 by 7. That is 2 by 7 of these packets are purple, right? So, we can write 2 by 7 as the fraction. Thus, we can see fractions are used to represent both parts of a whole and parts of a collection. Here, you can see a whole circle is divided into 5 equal parts and 2 parts are colored. So, we can write the fraction as 2 by 5. Okay. On the other hand, you can see 5 fish and out of 5 fish, 2 are colored. Here also we can write the fraction as 2 by 5. The only difference is one is the parts of a whole and the other is the parts of a collection. Circle is a single thing. The other is a collection of things. Okay. Let's do one real life example. Sheila, a teacher, has taken 1/3 of 18 chalk pieces from the box. How many pieces of chalk has she taken? To divide 1/3 of 18, we need to divide 18 into 3 equal parts since the denominator is 3. See here children, there are 18 chalks. From these 18 chalks, she has taken 1/3. That means these 18 chalks have to be divided into 3 equal parts because the denominator is 3. So, we divide 18 into 3 equal parts, that is 18 divided by 3. We know that 18 divided by 3 is equal to 6. Therefore, Sheila has used 6 pieces of chalk. So, we can say that to find fractions of a collection, we divide the collection into equal parts. Clear? To find fractions of a collection, we divide the collection into equal parts. The denominator tells us the number of equal parts into the collection has to be divided. The numerator tells us the number of equal parts needs to be considered. ഡിനോമിനേറ്റർ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് എത്ര പാർട്ടായിട്ട് ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്യണോ അതിനെ റെപ്രസെൻ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നതാണ്. ഓക്കെ, ന്യൂമറേറ്റർ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് എത്ര പാർട്ടിനെയാണോ നമ്മൾ കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്തത് അതിനെ റെപ്രസെൻ്റ് ചെയ്യാനാണ് ന്യൂമറേറ്റർ യൂസ് ചെയ്യുക. ഓക്കെ ചിൽഡ്രൻ. നെക്സ്റ്റ് ലെറ്റ്സ് ഡു activity 10.9. Children, take page number 39, activity 10.9. Look at this Rangoli design. There are 24 equal sized shapes. Color the Rangoli using the codes given. Children, here you have to color 1/3 of 24 shapes as yellow. To find 1/3 of 24, divide 24 into 3 equal parts, that is 24 divided by 3. We know that 24 divided by 3 is 8. So you have to color 8 shapes as yellow. Okay. ഇവിടെ നമുക്ക് 24ൻ്റെ 1/3 പോർഷൻ യെല്ലോ കളർ ചെയ്യണം. അപ്പോൾ 24ൻ്റെ 1/3 എങ്ങനെയാണ് കാണാൻ പറ്റുക? നമ്മൾ 24നെ 3 പാർട്സായിട്ട് ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്യുക. അതായത് 24 ഡിവൈഡഡ് ബൈ 3. നമുക്കറിയാം 24 ഡിവൈഡഡ് ബൈ 3 എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് 8 ആണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഈ രംഗോലിയിലെ 8 ഷേപ്സ് യെല്ലോ കളർ ചെയ്യണം. ഓക്കെ, ഇതേപോലെ തന്നെ നെക്സ്റ്റ് നമ്പേഴ്സ് നിങ്ങൾ കണ്ടുപിടിച്ചിട്ട് കളർ ചെയ്യുക. ഹോം ഫണ്ണായിട്ട് ചെയ്തോളൂ. ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ ചിൽഡ്രൻ, നെക്സ്റ്റ് ലെറ്റ്സ് ലേൺ ഹൗ ടു കമ്പയർ ഫ്രാക്ഷൻസ്. Let's learn this topic by the help of a pep activity. Okay. Children, take page number 41, pep activity 10.11. Rani and Vijay are sharing a dosha, which is cut into equal pieces as shown. The shaded portions show the number of pieces each of them have eaten. Write the fraction of the pieces eaten by each. Here you can see one dosha has been shared by Rani and Vijay. The dosha has been divided into 8 equal pieces that you can find here. The shaded portions show the number of pieces each of them have eaten. From the picture we can understand that Rani has eaten 5 pieces. Okay, out of 8 pieces she has eaten 5 pieces. So the fraction will be 5 by 8. Okay, Vijay has eaten 3 pieces out of 8 pieces. Okay, so the fraction will be 3 by 8. So here we got two fractions, 5 by 8 and 3 by 8. What is common between these two fractions? Can you find anything common here? Yes, both the fractions have the same denominator, right? In both the fractions, the denominator is 8. Fractions that have the same denominator are called like fractions. Okay, fractions that have same denominator are called like fractions. Then what about the fractions that have different denominators? Yes, the fractions that have different denominators are called unlike fractions. Fractions that have different denominators are called unlike fractions. Here see 1/4 and 3/4 are like fractions because both fractions have the same denominator, which is 4. Next, 3/8 and 7/8. Both these fractions are like fractions because both of them have the same denominator, which is 8. Clear, children? Observe the next set of fractions, 4/8 and 2/4. In these two fractions, the denominators are different. So, we can call these fractions as unlike fractions. Unlike fractions means the fractions which have different denominators. Here in the first fraction, the denominator is 8 and in the other fraction, the denominator is 4. 3 by 6, 5 by 6, 2 by 6 and 1 by 6. These are some of the examples of like fractions. Okay. And some of the examples of unlike fractions are 1 by 5, 6 by 9, 3 by 4 and 6 by 8. Here see, in these fractions the denominators are different. Clear? Children, I hope now you understood what are like fractions and what are unlike fractions. The fractions that have same denominator are called the like fractions, and the fractions that have different denominators are called the unlike fractions. Okay. Children, take page number 43. 2 sponge cakes of same size are cut into 6 equal pieces as shown. Rishi had 2 pieces of the first cake and Reena had 3 pieces of the second cake. Write the fraction of the cake that Rishi had and the fraction of the cake that Reena had. Yes, Rishi's share we can write the fraction as 2 by 6 because he has eaten 2 out of 6 pieces. And Reena's share we can write the fraction as 3 by 6 as she has eaten 3 pieces out of 6 pieces. So, children, who had a bigger fraction of the cake? We can clearly see that Reena had more cake. That is 3 by 6 pieces she has eaten. So that the fraction of cake that Reena had is more than the fraction of cake that Rishi had. Clear? So, Reena had a bigger fraction of the cake. Next, let's do the activity 10.13. 2 fractions have been given. Notice that both the fractions are 1 by 4. But the whole from which they are cut out are not in equal size or shape. One is circle and the other is square. Can you compare these 2 fractions and say which one is bigger than the other? Can we say that? No. To compare 2 or more fractions, they have to be like fractions. We consider numerator for comparing 2 like fractions. If the numerator is greater, that fraction will be the greater fraction. If the numerator is smaller, that fraction will be the smaller fraction. Here 2 by 6 is smaller than 4 by 6 because in the first fraction 2 is the numerator and in the second fraction 4 is the numerator. 2 is smaller than 4, right? So 2 by 6 is smaller than 4 by 6. In the second set of fractions, 5 by 9 is greater than 1 by 9. 5 is greater than 1. So 5 by 9 is greater than 1 by 9. In this lesson, we have learned fractions can be used to represent a part of a whole thing or a part of a collection of things. We have also learned how to represent fractions on a number line or a number track. We learned 2 terms related to fractions, that are numerator and denominator. Numerator means the part of a whole which we are considering. Numerator will be written at the top. Denominator means the total number of parts in a whole. Denominator will be written at the bottom. We also learned what are like fractions and unlike fractions. Like fractions means the fractions which have same denominator. Unlike fractions means the fractions which have different denominators. We learned how to compare fractions also. With this, we have come to the end of this chapter. We will meet in the next video with a new chapter. Until then, bye bye. Take care.